Hey y'all, hey, we're back for another review of Ruthless on BT Plus. Sure, I guess it's BT. I'm so used to saying Sisters because that's the only show I've been reviewing for quite some time. Anyway, we're back for another review of Ruthless. We're on season 2, episode 2. Episodes 1 through 3 all premiered last week, but I still wanted to break them up because that's a lot of words to be saying all in one video to try to review episodes 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just gonna break them up. So this is 2. Let's get into it. All right. So last episode, one of the little young dudes at the cult picked up the wheelbarrow. Oliver sees him with the wheelbarrow and intercepts him and tells him, don't worry about it. The young dude's still trying to push that wheelbarrow because the heist is gonna be pissed. He's gonna get punched if he don't get that wood to the heist's trailer. Stat. So he tells him, you know what, I handle the wheelbarrow. You go get some wood by hand and you just don't worry about the wheelbarrow. Just go ahead about your business, right? And so all right, boom, crisis averted. We can go on with our business. And so the dude is still insistent because this is the same young guy that the heist has been having relations with and beaten because he's eating too much. You can put those two together as to why the heist is upset that he's eating so much because he's having sex with him. The young dude is also like 15 or 16. He's a very young guy, if I'm not mistaken. Or that's the age that the heist took him in. So he's very impressionable and he's afraid of the heist at this point because he knows what he's capable of. Fair enough. So, him and Oliver get into a screaming match about the wheelbarrow. Oliver pushes him down and gives him the solution to go get the wood by hand. I'm going to take the wheelbarrow. We're going to go on about our day. All right. Cool. All right, so now Oliver is pushing the dead body around in the wheelbarrow. And guess what? He's intercepted by Daikon. And Daikon asks him if the elder mother flirted with him, and he lies and he says no. He denies it, but he does confirm that Clark, the other guy that she was flirting with, he did go in her trailer and that he can't account for what happened after that. Makes sense as well. And then he goes on to ask about the trafficker, Lilo and Stitch, whatever his goddamn name is, the senator's son. And Daikon says, he is, nobody can find him. Have you seen him? You were the one that was tasked with escorting him to the potty trailer. So where is he? So Oliver, gives him a reason as to why he don't know where he is. And Daikon further reiterates that he's a very important to the operation and that they need to keep him happy just so things don't get bad for the heist and the cult as a whole. And then Daikon further tells him, leave the wheelbarrow there. I'll get somebody else to handle that and you go to the front gate. Well, Oliver's like, nah, I'll take care of it. And Daikon is like, nah, just leave it there and we'll get somebody to take care of it. You're in the security detail. You need to be at the front, right? So he has to walk away from this wheelbarrow with the dead body in it. And he leaves it at some random point in the within the walls of the compound. And so now he's just worried about this. He's gonna be worried about this damn wheelbarrow for the rest of the day. Same. I would be worried about the goddamn wheelbarrow with the dead body in it. Also, Oliver, but I also wouldn't put that shit in there to start with because what sense does that make? It don't even make sense. I guess it do because he did say last episode. Well, no, it don't. But he said last episode like some of the body. He chopped the body. He didn't just chop the head off and throw the body in the wheelbarrow because that doesn't make sense. I've sat in the wheelbarrow before. Don't worry about why, country life, whatever. And a full body wouldn't fit in it. So some of the body parts he fed to the pigs. I'm assuming they have on the premises, and put the rest in the wheelbarrow. No, sir. You need to burn. You need to burn it. You need to bury it. You need to do something. But riding it around in the wheelbarrow as if you want to ride at Six Flags is not the answer. Oliver, you're in the army, or you were in the army, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or you just be wearing camo. I don't know. Either way, you should know better. I'm just saying. Okay, so the young dude takes the wood to the heist's trailer by hand. And the heist makes an appointment to see him later on that evening. So we know what's going to happen there. Mr. River Creek Stream, he shows up and feeds the heist compliments, all these niceties, blah, blah, blah. Nobody gives a damn. And I was mistaken. I was mistaken in episode 1 because the kids aren't going to die if they get in the bus. What they're going to be is they're going to become mules. They're going to become traffickers for the senator and his whole smuggling ring that's happening. So they're going to be drug mules. So if those kids make it to the border, they're going to become drug mules for the cartel. I think that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Which ain't no goddamn better, but I guess for technicality's sake, they're going to be drug mules. All right, so he asked Mr. River Creek Stream, do you think I'm wrong for wanting the children to be mules across the border, for the cartel? Which is why the bus needs to be fixed so quickly before the cops get there and shut the situation down. For whatever reason, the Heights think that the kids are going to have fun. They're going to be better people because they're making sacrifices in order to make sure he's happy. Just very narcissistic, very much fucking nuts. I don't have any other words than just that. Crazy is him. He also paints this picture of this delusional grandeur that they're going to be able to see the ocean, and they're going to help him out and make his life better. Then he goes on to ask River, have you ever been to the ocean? And he tells him no. He said, well, stick with me and I'll make sure you see the ocean, baby. Like, that is some sort of prize or some sort of dream. Sir, you are holding me here basically goddamn hostage. I don't care about no ocean or no beach. But River has a bigger plan, so he's going to play along. So it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Wonderful. Yeah, whatever. And then Daikon walks up amid the conversation, and he wants to dismiss River, and the Heights is like, no, he can stay. But River don't want a problem. He's like, I've already said what I came here to say. I did what I come to do, so leaving is no problem. All right, bye. I'll see y'all later. Over back at eldest mother. Eldest, I'm gonna call her eldest because she's the elder of all the mothers that are there in the compound, in my opinion. She compliments Tally on the meal while they're out there washing dishes by hand, and that she said that her and Ruth have been behaving even better since they've been punished. Blase blah, blase blah. And she goes on to suggest that Tally moves in with another set of girls, which strategy. Elder mother is always thinking strategically, and she realizes that Ruth and Tally are very close and, spending a whole lot more time together, so they might be cooking up some shit, so let's just go ahead and break this little powwow up. So she sends her to live somewhere else. That's going to be the plan after y'all done doing these damn dishes. All right, so Elder Agatha, that is the younger of the two elder mothers. She tells Elder Mother that Lilo and Stitch's car is still parked out back, and she thinks he's still in the bathroom. And Elder Mother tells her, he should be. I gave him pretty good stuff. He shouldn't still be there from last night, but he should have been in there a while. I gave him some pretty potent stuff. I didn't know it was that goddamn good, basically. So, Elder Mother tells her, I did it, but it wasn't supposed to last that long. So now they're on a mission to look for him. So now Daikon and both of the Elder Mothers and the Highest are looking for somebody that's damn dead. They don't know he's dead, but he's dead at this point. Everybody looking for Lilo. Lilo was the bane of their existence. He dead now, so we'll see what happens when they find his ass. Right? All right, so the young accountant girl says that they're having a meeting tonight to discuss leaving, and Ruth says that nobody's leaving. Ruth is at the point where nobody's leaving, because if y'all leave, y'all gonna mess up my plan for me leaving. So don't know anybody leaving. Y'all need to remember my elder mother, like, just kind of flexing her power at this point, right? Right. All right, so she knows that the group is me, and she tells them, me and Tally won't be a part of it. Go forth, be great, Godspeed. Y'all not gonna make it off the premises, but do what you got to do, young people. Have your meeting. I ain't finna snitch. Right? All right, cool. So they walk away. So they leave the young girls to talk amongst themselves, and the young girls are trying to decide who's leaving that night, who's leaving later on. The young accountant girl's like, no, I have to stay. Because she has a bigger role in the sting operation. I'm just gonna call it. She has a bigger role in the operation, helping people get up out of there. So she don't want to leave just yet. She's not gonna go in the first wave of people to leave. So with that information, that tells me, okay, it ain't just about 4 or 5 people. It's a lot of people that want to get the hell out of here, because this cult life ain't for me, baby. First of all, I wouldn't have been in it to start with, but I can see how they got him in there, because in the last episode, when the detective's wife came in there, they gave her some kind of tea and she got dizzy, and then they blew some kind of angel dust looking powder. Don't ask me how I know, because I don't know how no angel dust look. I'm just gonna assume it's angel dust. They blew some powder on her, and she was high for like however many days, and I can see how you would get stuck because you're damn high all the time in the cult situation. But At some point, you get sober up and realize, like, oh, this ain't what I signed up for. But I don't know why I'm on a tangent. Moving right along. So, they're trying to decide who's leaving first. So the bleach girl, the girl who drank bleach in the last, season, she wants to go. She don't want to be there no more. She still needs to get to a regular hospital. So she's like, I'm going in this wave of people. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. Now her bestie that's been taking care of her this whole time tells her, I'm not ready to leave. Like, something ain't right. I ain't trying to leave. You can go if you want to, but I'm not leaving this round. Something's telling me that something's going to get leaked, or somehow they're going to figure out that those kids are trying to leave that night and they're all going to die. Because it ain't sitting right in the best friend's spirit. It ain't sitting right in Ruth's spirit. Something ain't sitting right in nobody's spirit about leaving that night, but there's a plan for a group to leave. Something ain't gonna go how it's supposed to go. And we know that this particular cult has a history of killing people off. We remember the girl who was talking to the guy in the grocery store that got bleach poured on her face, and now she's never to be acid poured on her face, and she's never to be seen again. Or the other girl that tried to tip the cops off a while back that ended up falling in front of a train. So we know that they're willing to kill not only you, but every goddamn body in there to protect the Rakadushi or whatever the hell they believe in. Right? Right. All right. So, moving right along. So, I guess we figured out who's leaving tonight and who's staying until the next midnight train to Georgia comes out. All right, cool. Wonderful. All right. So Ruth doesn't trust it either. Ruth and Tally walk away to another part of the property and they're talking. And she thinks they're not going to make it out alive. Like, something's not right. It's not going to work. So they're just talking back and forth to Tally, and she's working on her own plan separately of being a part of the bigger plan with the group. And she tells Tally about her and the Heights getting it on, and just give me some more time. I know what I'm doing. I got it. Just stick with me. I got you. Ruth tells her, that they don't. That they want her in on their plan with the group, but if they know that she's sleeping with the highest, they won't let her in because they feel like she'll snitch on them, basically. And Tally doesn't really trust Ruth's plan. Like, she wants to go with the plan she's seen from the young kids, and that's the path she wants to take. At this point, Ruth doesn't even care if Tally trusts her or not. She just don't want her plan messed up. She's like, girl, you can come or you can do whatever you want to do at this point. I don't give a damn. I'm getting out of here. Ruth has the $100,000 back at the White House the White House employee's house, so she knows something that don't nobody else know. But also, the accountant girl has some money stashed away in some account as well, so it could work out for them independently of going together. I don't know. We'll see. So Ruth kind of leaves. Ruth wants them to leave, right? But what Ruth wants, Ruth is smart. Ruth doesn't want them to leave just to be gone. She wants them to leave with some sort of future ahead of them, by way of, okay, I've already stashed some money on the outside. I'm working on some other things to get us set up. So when we do leave here, we'll leave with something to our name, something to rebuild our lives with, right? As opposed to maybe the kids, the young kids, the young adults. Their plan is to just get the hell on. I don't need my money back that I've given to this cause. I don't need nothing. I just want out. Now, both may have legitimate arguments. Like, I don't care if I don't have anything, as long as I'm not a part of this shit show. I gotta go. Which I don't have a problem with that. I don't understand it. I don't have a problem with that either. But I would definitely be willing to stick with Ruth as well, because since we're gonna have a little money, a little apartment situation, a little something set up on the outside, that only works better for me because I won't have to come back here begging when shit get too thick. So both have valid points. All right, moving right along. So she's working on a big score, trying to get out, and Tally says what she's gonna do. She's gonna make her own way, which I take to assume she's gonna stick with the young adults instead of going with the Ruth, because their plan is to leave tonight. Ruth wants a little more time to work some more stuff out. And so, at this point, the tag team, Salt and Pepper, have broken up. Ain't no hard feelings, but I'm going to go with this plan over here. You going to go with that plan over there, and we'll meet each other on the outside. I'll catch you in the breeze. So, she going to make her own way. Hopefully she'll end up dead. At that point, that's probably the end of an era as it relates to, Tally and Ruth. But, I mean, they made it this far, child. As long as you get your daughter on the way out, I ain't got no problem with it. All right, so Daikon is walking Oh shit, I just realized something. So Daikon is walking. You know how you just patrol the premises at night. He's walking around the premises and see that there is a hole or a slit. It wasn't really like a hole, like a little slit has been cut into the fencing on the edge of the property. So somebody has cut like a hole in the fencing on that property. So that means that's probably where they've been coming in and out to have their meetings. Well, what's gonna happen is y'all have a meeting that night. Daikon has found y'all entry point. It's not gonna be good. I can tell you, it ain't gonna be good. I still gotta go watch episode 3, but that's gonna be the reason y'all fail. Y'all should have zip tied the shit back together. Y'all just left the damn hole wide open. What kind of conspiracy is happening here? Close the damn gate. Close the wire. Duh. Anyway, so Elder Agatha, she comes to the front gate and asks Oliver and the other dudes if they've seen Lilo. Child, nobody looking for Lilo no more. He ain't there. He rest in peace. R.I.P. Lilo. Just saying. Now they got to go help her look for him. We all know where he's at, but we're leaving Oliver to the gate. The other dude's going to go with Elder Agatha, and we're going to look for the trafficker, Senator's son, Lilo and Stitch dude. All right. So Andrew and his wife, Andrew's wife and Malcolm are talking. He got an attitude because she might still be in love with Andrew. Child, that wasn't even worth talking about. Moving right along. The undercover agent calls him Mac. And he says that something just ain't right with the sheriff. Like, he either on the payroll or he's scared of them. Like, something ain't right. Like, he has everything he need to go in there and kick the damn door down. But he don't want to do it. What's up? And Mac tells him, that he doesn't really give a clear explanation. So Mac is giving me payroll. Sheriff is giving me scared to death. That's what I think is going on. Because, Sheriff, you're not giving me big bad, Walker, Texas Ranger vibes. You're not giving me sheriff. You giving me scared, nothing threaten my family, my wife, my daughter, my situation. Like, he's giving me afraid. Mac, on the other hand, is giving passive, like, yeah, I know the dangerous. Okay, cool with us. It's new. Like, you on the payroll. And if I recall from a statement he made last season, he may be. I'm going to go with that. All right. Anyway, so he tells the undercover agent about the hit on Andrew's wife, the staging, and the Andrew's back on their team. Just chill out for a minute, basically. All right, so he gets off the phone. The undercover agent gets off the phone with Mac. The sheriff sees him, sees that he's still at the office, and tells him, go home, take a load off. We'll start fresh tomorrow. And he asks the sheriff, like, what's the hesitation? And he doesn't give, again, another vague answer, and just tells him, we're planning to go tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. We'll go tomorrow. Just chill out. I got it. All right, so Daikon confronts Ruth about the Highs being mad at him for messing with her. And then he opens a computer and says he had done some research on her and found her online on some websites. So she must have been like a virtual prostitute of sorts. Them little webcam people. I don't know the correct term. I'm just gonna say she was like an internet prostitute. He found her on some websites, and we talked her way out of that situation. He want to knock her boobs so bad. Daikon want to have sex with Ruth so bad, but he can't because he can't afford to be in trouble with the Highest again. The Highest was about to chop his head off last time. He thought they would mess around, so no, he can't do it. But he really wish he could. So he knows they can't get caught a second time. So just get away from me. Go away because I'm very tempted and I can't do it, basically. All right, so Lynn and Brian are arguing. Brian, that's the undercover cop that went in when Andrew wasn't responding. Lynn is the wife that went to the Rakadushi camp, which she wasn't supposed to, and ended up getting drugged and put back in her house. Got it. All right. So they're arguing because she wants to use drugs so bad and she wants a divorce. She's been wanting a divorce for a while, but I think it's because she's kind of bought into the Rakadushi way as well, because in last season she was like on the phone talking to Daikon on and off, and she's kind of sold on, I don't want to be here tomorrow, I'm ready to go. But what I kind of picked up in this episode is there was a point in the relationship where they both wanted a baby. Well, one of them wanted a baby and the other did not. And I don't know what happened to the baby. I might have missed that, but it seems like Lynn wanted the baby and her husband didn't at the time. Now he does, and she don't want it. And now they're not on the same page. And he says, let me just make a last ditch effort to show you, I'm in this thing. let's do this or whatever. Let's work this thing on out. And he gives her 2 like padlocks that they had joined together when they first got married years ago, that they threw into the bottom of a lake, as a sign of solidarity or oneness, or whatever that would mean. And the lake ended up getting drained for whatever reason years later. He went out there and he was able to find their locks. And he went to go get them. And he gave them, he showed them to her, as a sign, as a remembrance of where they once were. And had the sweetest idea of, maybe when they refill the lake, we'll go back, recommit ourselves to each other, and put the combined locks back, throw them back into the lake. And then wasn't having it. Like, while it, excuse me, you could tell that it moved her in her spirit, and she was all choked up about it, but she just couldn't do it. She really wants out, and so she gave him the headlocks back and walks away. So that might be the end of that era as well. All right, so Andrew's back at the compound trying to get in. He didn't kill his wife, quote unquote, killed his wife. He got the evidence, and Oliver tells him, he sends the other gate guards away and tells him that he has a problem. He tells him about Lilo and the cartel, and tells him about what he did to Lilo, and fed some of him to the pigs and then put the rest in the wheelbarrow. And the issue is Oliver has lost sight of the wheelbarrow. He don't know where it's at. He don't know. Andrew asked him, what the fuck you mean you don't? He didn't say that, but if it was me, I'd just say, what the fuck you mean you don't know what you mean the wheelbarrow with the dead body in it? Or the dismembered body in it? What do you mean you don't know what a wheelbarrow? So he keeps looking back, before Andrew gets there, he keeps looking back, looking through the gate. I thought he was looking back through the gate because he could see the wheelbarrow from where his post was, and he could keep an eye on it. No, he keeps looking back because he don't know where the goddamn wheelbarrow is. Oliver, you, my friend, are the dumbest criminal. You get the dumbest criminal award this episode because, sir, what? Me and Daikon would have came to blows before I would have left that wheelbarrow. Or I would have left the wheelbarrow, Daikon would have walked away, and I'd have circled back around. There's no way. There's no way I would have left the wheelbarrow, because that's just dumb. That's just very fucking dumb. Do you want everybody to die? Is that what you want? Okay, cool. All right, so Oliver has lost sight of the wheelbarrow. And so now him and Andrew are going to be on a mission to find the dead body barrel and get rid of the shit, I'm sure. Okay, so that has been season 2, episode 2 of Ruthless on BET Plus. It's definitely giving a lot of drama already, so I'm sure I have a lot to talk about. Let me know if you're interested. Let me know what you think about it. Drop it down in the whatever, comment somewhere down there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.